All right, party people. I hope you enjoyed those videos. The Jan Brett book, classic. I love her work. Her artwork is amazing, and her storytelling is very good as well. So, in this first video, we're going to try and knock out how to make our sweater that our animal is going to be wearing and draw some patterns on it. Okay, so first things first, let's get started by holding our paper going up and down like it's a portrait, because technically that's what we're going to be making today, a portrait. Set a piece of paper out of the way. Okay, I'm going to be using a marker so everybody can see. You should start by using a pencil and then go back and trace. So we're going to start here in like the upper third of our paper. And we're going to draw kind of like a hot dog shape. That's going to be the neck of the sweater, where your neck comes out. Now we're going to make a very, very simple shape. So we're just going to have a line curve down this way and a line curve down this way. This is going to be the body of our sweater. To break up this area so that we could draw some of those patterns, we're going to just draw some stripes that go across. And I want to give ourselves a little bit of room as we do this. So I don't want to have a lot of stripes, just a couple. So I have room to make one pattern, two pattern, three pattern, four, and maybe a little bit of a fifth one on the bottom. So let's go back and talk about what a pattern is. We talked in the video, they talked about how patterns repeat themselves. It's an action or a motion or it's a shape that repeats itself. Now here we're worried about the shape aspect of it. So in my first pattern up here, I'm going to make a very simple pattern. Triangle, circle, triangle. What do you think would go next? Circle, triangle, circle. A nice, easy pattern. Now, a pattern can also be one shape that repeats itself. It doesn't have to alternate like we did here. Okay, so maybe because this is a winter project, we do snowflakes. I'll slow that down. All I do is make a lowercase t, and then I put an X on top. Lowercase t, and an X on top. Okay? For my last two areas of patterns, I'm going to add more than two shapes. So I did two shapes here. I did one shape here that just repeats itself. So I'm going to do stripes. I'm going to do stripes for a very specific reason. You might say to yourself, Sir Thompson, you said you're going to do more than one. That's right. For this part, I'm going to be using these stripes to make a pattern with my colors. So when I go to color this in next week or later today, because I get super excited about it, I can make a pattern with my colors now. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking ahead a little bit. Okay. My last pattern that I'm going to do is going to be kind of like a wave. This time of year, I'm always thinking about the beach in warm places. Okay. Now, with this one and this one and this one, we could color in these two different shapes, all different colors. With our snowflake one, our snowflakes are already drawn. So we're going to just have to have one color for that background. Okay. You do not need to do the patterns that I just did for you. You could pick your own patterns. And I encourage you to try and figure out your own patterns. Okay. We saw some in the video. We saw some in Jan Brett's book. So try and come up with your own patterns to fill in your little areas. The next two videos are going to be different. So you have to kind of think, what do I want to learn how to draw? Do I want to learn how to draw a fox, or do I want to learn how to draw a bear? Okay? Have fun in the next videos.